Alright everyone, and welcome to part 4 of the Speedrun 100 Frights All Bosses tutorial. This is containing both the beginner and the advanced routes, and if you have not caught parts 1 through 3, I highly recommend you to watch them before you watch this one, otherwise the things that I was say will probably not make sense to you. Without further ado, what we're going to do is that we're going to just jump over here to Rec 1. And so in Rec 1, what we're going to do is ship skip. So normally, just follow my pathing as per usual, but normally what we need to do in order to get to a gas 3 is that we need to go through Rec 1, 2, and 3 and a gas 1 and 2. And you're going to know that that's a lot of levels and they're very long. And essentially, we're going to skip all that by doing a trick known as ship skip. And so what we're going to do is that we're going to run off from this ledge here. On this side of the ledge, we're gonna basically run off, double jump, and we're gonna super smash onto this ship mast. Okay, I'll show that a couple more times. This guy get out of my way. We're gonna go here, jump, and go over there. Depending on your angle and how you approach this, normally you're gonna have this camera angle. You're gonna do like this. I like to kind of hold in between. If I'm coming from that angle, I like to hold in between like the left notch and the up left notch. But you're just aiming to run off there, and then you're just gonna aim for there. You kind of saw me wiggling in the air. It's because you have a little wiggle room, and then from here, basically you can just jump up here, and then you can make your way to the top of this mast. You can do, you can jump from here. You can just jump straight up like this, and then jump like that. So you don't need to jump on that left one. But essentially from here, that's the hardest part of the trick. From here, you just double jump and you just float over the invisible walls, and then you fall down, and that is ship skip. It's a bit finicky. Obviously, if you die, it really hurts because then you warp back to the beginning of Rec 1. But and then we're gonna do possibly one of the coolest tricks in the game. And now we can get to this is the shortcut to gas 3 essentially. But now we're gonna do one of the coolest tricks in the game. So this trick is known as 750 skip. So you can see this gate in the background. This gate costs 750 snacks. And if we look at our snack count by pressing Y, we have 931. If we pay 750 snacks, we're going to have like 100 snacks left over, dude. It's just not an option. Basically, like snacks are time in this game because we have to collect a bunch of snacks, and if we have to collect 750 extra snacks, it's a lot of fucking time. So there is not an option to skip 750 skip, in my opinion. So what we're going to do is that we're going to do the same thing for both the beginners and advanced. And what we're going to do is that we're going to jump up to here on this ledge, and we're going to do something pretty finicky. And we're going to float over here to this ledge. Now, this will happen sometimes where you just like fall off, but essentially I like to hold in between the upright notch and the right notch to get to this ledge as I jump off of here. But notches don't really matter too much, but once you get here, you're going to want to B-dash and just kind of wiggle. So you see me, I'm kind of just like wiggling up here. And then I'm here, right? So let's show that again. Let me just save here. Whenever you do this first wiggle, I like to B-dash and then wiggle inside and then wiggle outside. And then you're going to be around here on this like little edge like this. And then once you're here, you're going to want to wiggle like down left and left and just kind of wiggle up here like that. And then you're going to just literally wiggle up the ship. It's pretty funny to think about. Like we literally are just wiggling up the wall essentially. And essentially, you can go too far. If you're too far like this, you can just kind of try to jump up and again, just wiggle to the down left notch and the left notch and just kind of wiggle between like that. But again, we're kind of going up and to the left and kind of wiggling up to the left up here. And then we're wiggling down and to the left. And then sometimes you can just get basically shot out like that. And it's unfortunate when that happens, but just kind of B-dashing along here until we get here. And then sometimes I like jumping. You can soft lock in the wall if you do jump sometimes. I personally have never soft locked, so I think it's fine. But generally jumping is seen as a little dangerous. But again, I've never done it, so I jump a lot to get up. And then basically once you get up here, there is an invisible wall here that you can dash on and then jump across here. But if you don't want to do that, once you get up here, you can basically just fall down and then jump here and then jump here. And then we can B dash. You don't need to do the skid jump. I just do it. And then we're going to go over here. So I'm up against this wall, right? And so basically we want to hold down and we want to scale this wall. And so just so you know where Scooby is, and essentially we want to jump to this ledge here. And then from this ledge, and then from this ledge, like around here where your camera's around this position, what we want to do is that we just want to jump out and onto here. And so here, if I can show it, we are at the exit of the Redbeard boss fight. Let me try to see if I can show it. Boom. We're on the door. So we basically jump out and around, and then we're jumping off of this bottom portion of the door, and then we're jumping up into the trigger, and we're going to hit the X button in order to get into it, right? If this jump is too challenging for you, there's another ledge. There's another ledge up top right here that you can run off and then jump and do the same thing. And then if you don't enter at first, you can just keep holding left like this, and then you're just going to want to enter like that. And now we are in Redbeard, and I'll show it one more time in totality, hopefully this time faster, Raffle. But again, if you go too far right, you can just I guess I can show more strategies for when you go too far right, but I'll just show this one more time just in sequence. And again, just like that, boom. And so another thing about this wiggling thing is that sometimes you can go way too far over. And so like sometimes you can be like over here. And so you can either hold down left and kind of just B dash back into the spot so that you can just wiggle up, or you can do the jumping thing that I say like that. Because sometimes you can jump like that. And then sometimes it's just going to push you even further away. It's especially apparent on Xbox. And sometimes you can just kind of just get thrown like all the way over here. But again, you can get up at any point in section as you're just jumping, and basically you want to jump out and back, and then you'll try to get on top of the wall. And it's a little finicky, but it's not too bad. I think it looks harder. It looks harder than it is, so I think you'll be able to pick it up relatively easy. It's just a lot of wiggling. And then we're going to enter Redbeard. And so here is a mild difference between the beginner and the advanced route. And essentially, like, we're going to do something known as Fred Clip, which is just very cringe. And so basically how Fred Clip works is Fred Clip is the most inconsistent clip in the game. It's just really annoying. It just sucks. So advanced runners, we will be doing this. Beginner runners, I recommend you to just... basically, it's legal in this category if we are in Redbeard to save the game like this. If I save like this, and I've saved over it, and I save successful, and it is allowed to quit the game from here, and then re-enter the level through the load, like this. And whenever you do that, we will be in Redbeard room like this, and we're just gonna. We actually won't be in that. We won't be in that little corner there. We'll spawn as usual. But, so beginner runners, you can skip forward to when we fight Redbeard. Advanced runners, we're just going to hold, wow, I got that really fast. We're going to hold, we're going to go into this, we're going to hold a straight left and basically get into this corner with Fred, and then we're going to hold down left, and then we're going to jump out of it. And this is a lot of just trial and error, and that is all I have for you, is just hold straight left and then roll to down left, and then just try to clip through. This is, again, the most inconsistent clip in the game. As you can see, Ruffles, there is not too much of sauce to go with on this clip. It's just, you know, get around Fred and then try to hold down left and try to get on out. And that's a Fred clip. And after I get this again, I'll just show the Redbeard boss fight. So we're going to clip out like this, advanced runners, and then we're going to do the Redbeard boss fight. I like to kill this guy, and then we're going to pause right here. So how the Redbeard boss fight works is that we're going to do something really cringe, IMO, where we're going to try to get a 3-rope. Now, 3-rope is incredibly hard and inconsistent to do. There is no setup for it. but the fastest way to beat Redbeard is to get a 3-rope. I think all 3 of my PBs on my YouTube channel have 3-rope in them, and it saves about 1.5 minutes if you get 3-rope, which is cringe. It's just not fun, right? But how we're going to do this is that there's not much strategy. You just kind of jump straight above Redbeard, and then you just float above him, and then you double jump, float above him, and then you super smash, and then you have him throw his sword straight up, and ideally you cut 3 ropes. Ideally, I like to angle myself kind of along the back left side, so around like this rope on the left side, because basically this rope angles way over here, and then it's easier to get a 3-rope if he throws his sword around here, because this rope here just doesn't go all the way over there. I'm probably not going to be able to show a 3-rope here, to be honest, but you can try to get at least a multi-rope. And an important thing to note is that if you cut all 4 ropes, you have to die and reset the room, because 4 ropes are not allowed for this category specifically. Specifically in this category, you need to trigger the cutscene at the end of the boss fight in order to gain completion. That's just the category rules. As of the day that I'm recording this, August 31st, that is the category rules, is that you have to watch the cutscenes for the first 3 bosses that you fight, and then the final boss that you fight, timer ends on final hit. And so since Redbeard is not our final boss that we're fighting, we have to watch the cutscene. And if you're wondering why we don't fight Mastermind earlier, it's because we can't skip the Mastermind cutscene. Since we can't skip the Mastermind cutscene, we would have to watch like the whole 8-minute cutscene at the end of the game, which is just not conducive, right? So we have to do it like this. So we have to watch the cutscene. And so ideally, you want to get a 3-rope. If you don't get a 3-rope and you only get 1 rope, ideally you want to try to get a 2-rope afterwards. And then if you are able to get the 2-rope, cool. If you're able to get the 3-rope, cool. But if not, you're just going to have to do it casually, where we just do 1 by 1. So I'm just going to try to show a multi-rope. You just jump up like this and super smash, and then he throws it up, and then that happens. So again, we're just gonna get out here. I'm just gonna try to show it 1 more time. I'm just going to show this a couple times. I'll try to get a 3-rope, but yeah. It just is what it is. I'll try to get just a 2-rope. Okay, I'm unable to get a 2-rope raffle. But yeah, you can get multiple ropes. If you see my PB, you'll see the multi-rope that I got. So there you go. I got a 3-rope there. It's just kind of ridiculous to get it. It's just really, really precise, but it is possible. And then from here, you would just jump on this rope and then get the last the last rope. And then basically, once he spawns the final wave, what I like to do is I like to get hit here. Intentionally get hit, and that will just cause all these guys to laugh, and then you can kind of just hit all 4 of them. And then similarly, we're just going to jump up, because the travel time is just lower if we have him throw his sword up. And then we're going to skip the cutscene, and then we're going to pause storage out. And we're going to pause storage to Mystery Machine. And for the advanced runners, you can actually leave and go to the next portion of the video. That's it for this video. That's all we're going to cover. So you can go ahead and go to the next video. All right, so hello beginners. So after we exit and re-enter the Redbeard boss fight, what we're going to do is that we are literally just going to fight we are going to fight Redbeard casually. So if you already know how to fight Redbeard, we're going to fight Redbeard casually, but I have some tricks to make this boss fight easier. So with these guys, I like to just kite them around like this, and then double jump and super smash back into them. And then with Redbeard, I like to double jump and have him throw the sword more up. And if he throws his sword more up, essentially there's less travel time than if you were to have him throw it down here. And then to avoid the ghosts, I like to stand on this handle. And when there's more than one, I like to actually intentionally get hit by both of them. That causes both of them to laugh at you. And then you can do a similar thing where you just double jump, have them throw the sword up. Less travel time, and then we're going to rinse and repeat. And again, none of the ghosts will hit you if you are standing right here, so it's just a safe spot in the fight. And then you can just cut all 4 ropes as usual, and that's all there is to it. Again, you know, there's 3 here. I like to get hit, puts them in laughing mode, hit all 3 of them, come over here, double jump. I like to super smash just to extend the amount of time that I'm in the air, and have them cut that rope, and then come back over to your little candle, and then you can, you know, just kind of AFK here. Solid stuff, and then we're just gonna wait out all of these ghosts here. There's gonna be one more wave here, and then after this 4th wave is gonna be the final wave of enemies. Which again, I like to you know, go around here and just, you know, get hit by like all 4 of them, or just get hit by one of them, and then, you know, just spam super smash. And again, we're gonna jump up, super smash, have them throw the sword straight up, and then we're gonna trigger the cutscene. And then after this cutscene, what we're going to do is that we're just going to exit here, and then we are going to make our way into this cannon, and then we're going to press X, and then we're going to work back to Mr. Machine, and that is actually going to do it for this video. This is all I want to go over in this specific video. We're just going to go over Redbeard, and then in part 5, we should be going over Black Knight. And maybe the end game. We'll see. We'll see. That video might be a bit long because there's a lot of stuff going on in Manor, but we'll see how the next parts go. But that is the end of part 4. So thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.